Hey YouTube, it's me, Mr. Lawless. I wanted to make a video real quick about the shooting in Colorado. And basically, a lot of people are already coming out. Mayor Bloomberg, Pierce Morgan, who's a Brit and probably needs to just go back to England already. Anyways, there's a lot of people trying to blame the Second Amendment over the shooting that happened in Colorado at the Batman premiere. Some theaters have banned masks, which is understandable. But now in theaters, there's people even mentioning, let's have TSA lobbies in the lobbies of theaters. And it's all getting out of hand. It's the guns' fault, of course. And ABC even came out pretty much right away. It was like, well, this guy's a Tea Partier. And it's funny that every time something happens, the left-leaning media all of a sudden wants to blame the Tea Party or this group, this conservative group, or this libertarian group, when all along it's just a crazy person. Surprise! Another crazy person has done something crazy. Now, this could be a false flag, like a lot of people say, and I won't go too much into that. I'm just going to assume, for the sake of this video, that it was a crazy person. Just for the sake of this video, we will assume that it was just a crazy person. And it's just funny that guns get blamed, and actual citizens' rights get attacked every time the Second Amendment gets attacked, every time a crazy person does something. And I just want to say this. If the guy's crazy, just like Jared Loughner was crazy, there's already laws on the books to keep crazy people from obtaining firearms. Why do you always have to try to take firearms from everybody anytime one crazy person does something with guns? It's a tragedy. My heart goes out to the families. But I hate them politicizing this. Every time there's a tragedy, let's take the guns. And Obama's going to try to use this to get support for the UN gun treaty. We all know that's coming. If I was you, I would call your senators and your congressmen and remind them that you are not in favor of the gun treaty, because that basically gives up U.S. sovereignty to the UN, believe it or not. We don't want the UN dictating our rights here in this country. But Jared Loughner, he was a Tea Partier when he did something. This guy did something, he's a Tea Party. Every time a crazy person does something, automatically Tea Party, right? And the fact of the matter is, had there been one or two individuals in there with the carry conceal, the guy probably wouldn't got very far. I'm just sick of the Tea Party and libertarians and conservatives being blamed every time a crazy person does something. Every time. And it's pretty ridiculous. They're just looking for the boogeyman that don't exist. What they're trying to do is they're trying to create a narrative out of a situation in order to back up their policies. That's really what that's about. And yeah, there is a lot of people saying right now that maybe this is a false flag, that the guy was drugged, that, they somehow coordinated this to happen. It could. I'm not blind to that fact. It very well could be a situation where this guy was manipulated somehow through psychedelics. There's actually something called devil's breath, and if you haven't looked into it, you should look into that. It basically makes you a zombie, and then when you come through, you can't remember anything that you did. It's called devil's breath. Vice did a whole documentary on it. The CIA has been using it for a long time. And that could explain a lot of the things that's happened throughout history, including Sirhan. I want to do a whole video on Devil's Breath. This is not the video. This is just basically me saying I'm tired of the Second Amendment getting blamed every time something like this happens. And if there had been a carry concealed person in the theater, which a lot of theaters don't allow you to take weapons in, I understand. But there's no way to stop crazy people from doing crazy things. Tragedy is always going to be with us. It's very, very heartbreaking. But if this crazy, very intelligent, crazy guy didn't have access to a gun, if he wanted to do harm to a lot of people, I'm sure he would have found another way to do harm to a lot of people. So you can't just go taking people's rights away because a crazy person does something. Because we're always going to have crazy people. Or people that snap and do something crazy. like this video. I really want to know what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think. And Lawless out. Where's the detonator? Where's the detonator?